Me and Shubhada went on a trip to the northern Arctic Circle. As a starting point, off we went to Longyearbyen, the northernmost town in the world. As expected, it's a one street town at the foot of a hill. But being at the foot of a hill, it of course means that there's always a chance of an avalanche. To protect against it, a series of breakers have been erected. There we boarded an ice class cruise ship, Arctic as Albatross. As we started moving northwards, the ice started getting thicker and thicker. The ship is able to break ice slabs, of course, but with difficulty. Oh, the noises, I tell you. Ooh, they're eerie. I've been a seafarer all my life, but this was different. A polar bear, the king of all he surveys. He is the apex predator here. 800 kilos of sheer muscle and attitude. He's a loner. And contrary to what I believed, many of them are not completely white. See, they are the color of potato chips. This guy loves eating seals and often eats just the blubber and leaves all the meat behind. It doesn't seem to have enough fat in it. So, naturally, you find foxes and birds and all following him everywhere to eat his leftovers, which themselves are quite a bit. At the poles, the warming is taking place thrice the rate as the rest of the earth. And these poor chaps are going to be the worst sufferers. Too bad. To see wildlife, we have to get into these zodiacs. They are safe, of course, but not necessarily comfortable. Far from it. The waves, the cold, the wind, and all. But then chasing wildlife never was easy. Getting into and out of the gear for zodiacs was also easier said than done. Well, at least at the beginning. Walruses. These enormous giants love their sleep, and their tusks grow throughout their lives. Even a polar bear thinks twice before messing with these blokes. There was this group of seals, generally hunting and frolicking in the shallow water, completely oblivious to a bear coming down a hill. Bears have a phenomenal sense of smell, so he wasn't there just by chance. We hoped to witness a hunt, unfortunately, and fortunately for the seals, that was not to be. Quite a few seabirds. And unlike land birds, these seabirds lay very few eggs. And because they roam over large distances, finally to find mates, they have to gather on cliffs. Of course, these cliffs give them protection from predators. This small fellow, the Arctic tern, is a true champion of migration. They fly an unbelievable 50,000 miles a year from here to the South Pole and then back. Even in their first year of life, just imagine. There is no half ticket here for children. There was an open air jacuzzi on the deck. What with the wind and the freezing temperatures, it doesn't look appetizing, but believe you me, hot water and cold winds is a great combination. But you can't stick around for too long. But Shubhada became so comfortable, she started meditating. Like meditating in the Himalayas. Himalayas at sea level. Go figure. This small island has a horrific past. Although nothing remains now, there were thousands upon thousands of whales were being butchered here for their blubber. And this went on for nearly 200 years, believe it or not. So much so that the whale population in the world has never completely recovered after that. Now it's back to the warmth of my home. In passing, let me tell you, these flaps you can see sticking up from the wings, they are called spoilers and they are only used after landing, never in flight. Why the pilot is using them in flight, I have no idea. But if you get to see this documentary, it means I have lived through it. Listen, guys, the disappearance of wildlife is inevitable. See as much of it as you can while you can. It's likely that your grandchildren will not be able to see it. Bye for now.